Welcome to a video. Right now it is currently 2:21 and on September 1st, Monday. Happy Monday everybody. I hope y'all will have a fun day. I do want to say this is my fourth retake. The first 10 minutes I unfortunately said an unapproved YouTube words. The second one I stood up and I guess my clothing wasn't right and I couldn't have that on YouTube, so I had to retake that. That was another 10 minutes lost. And then the 1 minute that I was in, I forgot something and I started cussing like, oh my goodness, again. Of course I can't add cussing in there, that wouldn't be right. But anyways, we're on the fourth take and I hope I get this right. So let's get it started. Alright. I did write everything down because this is the fourth take. Alright, so for the day I slept at 4 a.m. and I got up at 7:45. So wow, that is not a lot of sleep. That's like what, 3 hours? 45 minutes? Anyways, I did sleep again, I think at 8:30, and then I got up at I think 11. So yeah, I did sleep some more, but honestly I gotta fix my sleeping habit. I was hoping to sleep earlier, but man, these retakes. But it's okay, I gotta chill out. It's alright, because if I don't chill out I'll probably need to make more retakes. For work I did 5 trips and I made $35. And for the Hmoob, I did study Hmoob for 30 minutes, which is good. The thing was, I did study more Hmoob when I got to the area, the work area, and I realized I lost the motivation to scroll social media. I lost the motivation to play video games, just to pass time, because it was so slow with Uber, which I want to talk about in a bit. I think I got things out of order, but it's okay. So I was thinking, you know what, since I don't want to scroll social media nor do I want to play video games, I guess it's a sign for me to study the Hmoob until I get a delivery. So I was studying Hmoob for about, I think, another half an hour until I was done. My brain was just like, no more, because it was so hot. It showed 93 degrees in my car thermometer, but outside felt like 110. It was so hot. Even the air was blowing hot. And yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling hopeless. Just sitting there, I was like, dude, is this it? Is this it? Is this all I could amount to? But anyways, about work, I was curious why it was so slow, because Sunday is usually pretty good. And there weren't a lot of people in the restaurant, and there was not a lot of orders being called. However, the street was jam-packed. There was a lot of people going all over the place, but not to the restaurant. And I didn't notice this until the commenter I enjoy reading, he wrote down Happy Labor Day weekend. And I was like, dude, maybe that's why it's so slow. Because usually, for those that are not in the USA, it's a holiday where people will have barbecues at either their family's house, friends, at a park or at the beach, barbecuing. So that's why the restaurant weren't that busy. That's why not a lot of people were ordering, because they're out hanging out, making memorable times with family, friends. And yeah, so I mean, I'm still grateful. 5 deliveries, $35, because this whole week I think I made like a less than 200 for sure. I think like $140 for this whole week. Terrible. And I am worried. I think that's why I was so out of it today, because I realized it when I was looking at my account, because I looked at it, and man, I saw my credit card too, and it was freaking huge. Holy snap. And I gotta pay that insurance before the 10th. Right now it's like the 1st, so that thing's like a G, which means $1,000. Alright, anyways, let's move forward. Someone asking for money. So I probably shouldn't add their race in here, or their ethnic. And yeah, so there was this older lady and a younger man in the car. It didn't look right. And they stopped, and there was like the older lady, she was really old, and she was big too, and the man, he was very young, probably in his early 20s or perhaps in his late teens. And the older woman came out and she said, hey, you know, I need to talk to you. And it was scorching hot, so I had all my windows down, and I was like, sure, why not? And she was like, and then so she got out of the car and stood by my car window, and she started telling me this elaborate story, very detailed, and I was interested in hearing. She was telling how her grandfather passed away, and then this situation happened, and this situation happened. I was like, sure. And she's like, oh yeah, and my daughter, she's in need of medication because this and that. And then I remembered, it is scorching hot outside, and she's been standing at my door window in the burning sun. And let me tell you, she does not have any melanin, so I'm pretty sure she is getting tore up. Her skin is like burning up. And then I felt really bad, and I was like, oh, you know what, ma'am, to be honest, I didn't say to be honest, I was just said, ma'am, I am in a tough situation right now. I don't really got the funds either. Right now I'm doing Uber Eats as a gig economy food delivery service, and I don't have anything coming in, and I don't even know how I'm going to pay my bills. So I do apologize. I can't really help you. And of course she was upset, because I understand. She was standing in the sun telling me the story, but she was emitting some sort of strange odor. It did not smell right, and by the look of her expression and the way she was talking, because her eyes didn't look right. They look abnormally weird, but she was forcing herself to like make her eyes like this, and I was like, man. And plus there was a strange smell coming out of her, and the way she was talking was very detailed, very precise, and in a way it was like hearing a novel talk. So I was like, man, what is that? But anyways, I hope they're alright, because if the story is true, man, I really hope someone does help them out. Anyways, let's move forward to the list. Alright, on TikTok I made a series called Frugals, because the Father of Heaven, he hates cheap people. Don't be cheap. Be frugal, but don't be cheap. Because the Father of Heaven said that we all are abundant, but we need to plant the seeds in order to see our fruit grow. Whatever is good, plant it more. Whatever is bad, let it go, kind of thing. But never be cheap, like holding onto something that's just not worth it, or causing hardship on others. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the seeds. So this is when I did the second take, when I stood up, which I'm not going to stand up. I'm going to finish the video and then I'm going to stand, because I got jackfruit seed. I forgot. I was going to mention, man, I messed it up. I'm not going to start it over, because on the previous one I was going to say, does anyone remember 3 videos ago what the tooth gave me? And that was the surprise, because if anyone would remember, I was going to say put it in the comment below. But anyways, I dropped the ball. She gave me jackfruit, For those that are new, that is the answer. She gave me jackfruit. And what this is jackfruit seed. So these are edible, they can be eaten, but we need to boil them like we boil eggs. So I'm gonna boil the eggs. I ran out of eggs. I mean, I have eggs, but I need to boil them so I can make my rice for lunch, pre-made rice for lunch. So I'm gonna boil them together with the eggs. So when the eggs are done, these are done, and they taste like potato seeds. However, and I hope those that are watching the video that saw this have not tuned out, because yes, they are very tasty, but there is a downside. So if anyone is doing the car life not by choice, or if you're doing it by choice, or if you're around a lot of people, I mean, I don't know if people know this, but when people pass the gas, they could actually light it on fire, and this would be extra potent. So this probably would light everything up, the whole area. And not to mention, it smells bad. It's gonna smell out of this world, more like smell from the underworld. But man, it tastes really good. So that's the warning. And it tastes like the same as the durian seed, because yes, you can eat the durian seed and it has the same effect. They taste like sweet potato, I should say. So it is good. And the reason why I put frugal is, yeah, you could eat it, but there is a catch. It's the smell of the passing the gas. It doesn't cause you to pass the gas, but when you do, you'll know. So yeah, let me get back. Wow, we're already 12 minutes in. So let me talk about what I purchased, and then we'll go to the neighbor I'm cool with. I used to be cool with. So let's go to the purchase. I did purchase something today. Or you know what? Let me talk about the neighbor I'm cool with first. Yeah, because this one's going to be the longer one. And I think this will be probably more important than what I purchased, because I did purchase something expensive today. Something needed. Although I didn't want to, but I had to. And I have like mixed emotions. Anyways, so the neighbor I used to be cool with. Remember the one across the house? I had decided probably a week ago, more than a week ago, that no, I'm not gonna hang out with him anymore because of what his son-in-law said. For those that have watched my videos, I do apologize because you're probably hearing the story again. So, but I do want to share it just for those that are new. And yeah, their son-in-law said to me, well, I mean, you don't really have anything to do, so just so you give it at a, pretty much he was talking to me like I didn't have anything to do, so if they need something to go over and help or get whatever they need kind of thing. And to me, that was not right. That was pretty disrespectful, looking down on me. And this is not the first time, many times, but I was very cordial, and I would tell him just in a soft, kind manner, like, oh, I am busy, like, well, when you be busy, you do the gig economy, like kind of whatever kind of thing. Not just the son-in-law, also the son and I guess his children, pretty much. And it got to the point where, because they were asking for the oil filter cap, and usually when I hear that, because I have time at the moment, not really, but I made the time for them. I actually make time for them, and they don't know that, and they took advantage of that, and I think that's where I snapped. And I do let them know, like, hey, I am busy, but if you need it, I'll get the stuff for you. I'll drop everything down. I'll get the stuff for you and bring it to you. And in their mind, I'm not busy, but I'm telling them I am busy. And of course I mean what I say. Like, if you need it right away, I'll go get it for you. Like, yeah, we need it. Guess what I got for them, and they didn't change it. They didn't use it. They were waiting for the bolt, because they said, I asked the son-in-law, you have the tool for it, right? Because this needs it, and I don't have the time to look for that part. And sure enough, they called back, because he said that his dad, the neighbor I'm cool with, which is the dad, had all the tools, so you don't have to worry about it. I was like, okay, because I don't have the time to look for it. And sure enough, they called and asked, hey, if you have the time, can you bring that little part? And I was like, I have to look for that. I don't have the time. And at that point, I prayed to the Father of Heaven. I was like, I don't understand. It's like I'm treating these people with kindness, but it seems it just goes right through them. It's like they always want something, want, do. And I snapped, and the Father of Heaven was angry, not at me. Well, actually, he was also angry at me. He said, nope, not anymore. Not anymore. I see what they're doing to you, and I'm going to tell you what they're doing to you. They do have no respect for you. They do. See, because the thing is, I don't make a lot of money. I'm being judged by them because I don't have a lot. So they're kind of looking at me like a peasant. Being my time is nothing, but in the Father's eye, money cannot be compared to time, because time, you cannot buy that back. You can get money back, but you cannot get time back. And the Father of Heaven was showing me things what those neighbors have done. And he told me, he reminded me again, you forgive, but you never forget. And you forgot, and I did forget, of the terrible things they have done. And I kind of let it go. And I should not have let it go, because now they could step over me. They see it as normal. It's like, that's how he is. He's just nice. So who cares what he says or does? Not anymore. That is the end. I don't need them, because they think I need them, because I do ask them for the help, like for a space to do oil change, space to cook, because I can't really handle the tooth. So I would ask them, hey, can I come over? And I don't even cook inside the house. I cook outside. I'll have like my little burner and make things. So I try to be less of an inconvenience to them. And to them, they think it's like, oh, since you've done that, you owe me, kind of thing. And I see it. That's why I help them, and I put things down, and then I help them first and return to what I do. But the Father of Heaven was like, no more. He was telling me that those are the Egyptians, those are the Philistines, those are the Edomites, those are the people who think they're more than you because they have everything. But you, because he says that he tests those who he loves, he puts those he loves in a trial. And if this for me is, I don't think I'm a good example, because I'm not really obeying him, so I'm at where I'm at. But anyways, oh man, it's almost 20 minutes. Yeah, so the Father of Heaven cut it off. And for those who have followed this journey for a long time, remember what the Father of Heaven told me? You need to make friends. You need to build positive personal relationship with others. You need to get out there. Not everyone is bad. And the reason why I don't really connect with others, because I'm kind of traumatized, because I did try to connect with people from different city, and they became pretty strange. And I kind of stepped back and was like, oh, you know what? I don't know. But then the thing is, I remember the commentary I enjoy reading. All of us have a different stage of learning in life. All of us are teachers. All of us are students. Can't just back off and judge like that. I mean, of course, we always need discernment and righteous judgment, but not just to judge because we see a single thing and just in the feeling kind of way. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. But yeah, so no more neighbor I'm cool with. I mean, I see him calling, I just ignore it. But I do remember the Father of Heaven. He did tell me, if you cut off the relationship with this person, which the Father of Heaven originally wanted, you need to establish friends, make more friends, build personal relationships with others. You need people. You cannot do these things alone. He just told me flat out, you cannot do things alone. So yeah. Anyways, we are in the 20 minutes, but I do want to, I guess, touch on the purchase. I purchased the dummy battery for those that have been following. Whoa. What in the world? A dummy battery for my Sony ZV-E10. It's a camera, and what that does is the camera, it can be always on, because right now I'm using the DJI Pocket 3 and that doesn't have a lot of battery consumption, so I can connect it and the laptop will charge the camera. But unfortunately for my ZV-E10 and also especially the crippled beast, the A7S III, the power, not only from the laptop but the power from the brick itself going to the camera, it is not enough. The battery power would just go down and down, down and down, and if I can't finish the video in time, it will turn off the camera and that'll be it. So I didn't want to do that. I want to have a smooth, constant flowing video. But the reason why I need that one, because I think those are new, would be thinking, why don't you just use the Pocket 3? No, it's for my other channel. If anyone has watched my previous video, I did a bit of scripture reading where I have the one camera facing down, which was the Pocket 3, facing towards the Bible, and then the ZV-10 was facing me, so you could see me and read along scripture with me. So yeah, all right, I do apologize, I stretched it a little bit too long. Thank you for all those watching the video all the way through. If you are new and enjoy the content, please consider helping me out with a like, a comment, a share, and if you're not subscribed, to subscribe. And to all my returning viewers, thank you so much for your support. I greatly appreciate your support. It means a lot. And yeah, I hope there will be some sort of change. And I forgot to turn on the little light on the top, but I did change the cool light from yesterday to warm light, see how it works. And yeah, that is it. Until the next, the Most High willing, hallelujah and Sinji Dua, and have a great fun day Monday.